Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. We are in Boras today. I am Antoine Ave from the SGP team. I'm with Ulrika. Good afternoon, Ulrika.
Good afternoon.
And with Dylan, a pilot from Sweden, from the junior team in Sweden. He will fly the Junior World Gliding Championship this summer, 2022. I think it's in Tabor.
Yep, in Tabor, in Czech Republic.
In Czech Republic, so it's going to be quite nice. We are here for the race number 2 of the Sailplane Grand Prix in Sweden, in Boras. It's the first event of the 11th Serie, and the pilots have already started. As you can see here on the screen, we are with WeGlide, who is the partner of today's race, and we are following the 2D tracking on WeGlide. You've been able to watch a short video of the waiting and greeting this morning. We will show you later 2 videos of the takeoff and maybe from the start as well, if we can do so. So what's the task of the day, Ulrika?
Today's task, they started at Boras Arena over there, and then they flew over to Seglora-vägen, just north over the airfield. So we had a nice, could see them start over, straight over.
Yeah, so every day they are passing over that point, so that the public can, and we can watch them overflying the airfield.
And then the second, for the second leg, they're gonna go to Sjötofta, and that is about 47 kilometers. So they are sort of bit more than halfway the front of the line. And third point today is gonna be Gimmesjöns, the north end of it, up there, and it's gonna be 87 kilometers to get there.
Between 10.2 and 2.3, so 87. So it's the longest.
That's today's longest one.
Okay.
And as you can see here, if I can follow that a bit, they have to watch out here a bit for the TMA. And apparently here is going to be some outlanding good ones. Fields over
across
here.
The lake there's good outlanding fields, and on the leg it's a bit worse, but it shouldn't be a problem for these pilots. So
that's something to see. Perhaps we're going to see that what track they're going to take. The fourth one just here is going to be Gånghester, the same one as yesterday. I think it's going to be one of the standard ones for every day, because then they have a really nice, as you can see here, the final glide is straight into the goal, that is Borås airport, where we are. So we have the finishing line straight here, a bit hidden for the moment. And so the total distance today is 218 kilometers. It's a bit shorter than yesterday because we have more or less clear blue sky everywhere, and the prognosis doesn't show up. Going to be more or less no cumulus for the day, and a big risk for sea breeze in the afternoon here. So hopefully it will come a bit later, so it doesn't destroy anything for the pilots.
Yeah, it's a bit weaker today than yesterday, and also it's quite windy, so the thermals might be a bit broken, but hopefully they can work together and find some good thermals still to manage to finish the task.
And as we can see here from the start, they have been following each other here. One group found a nice thermal here, and the other one found one good there. And after that one, they actually did split up from here in 2 groups. We had one that went a bit more to the southwest, and the other one southeast. The southeast one was Stefan Lange and Michael. I think it was Patrick also.
Yeah, it was Patrick. 3 Germans went together.
They working together probably a lot, and then we had more or less all of the other ones just after on the same track here. Yesterday's morning's the leader in yesterday's first leg, Janka Oscar, actually was in the back one today, so perhaps it's gonna start in the end and land the first. The opposite as yesterday.
You will try at some point. At least.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do the opposite. So as you can see here, that they have split up in 2 groups, and but now they are all together. More or less, they are between 1,200 and 1,300 meters.
Yeah.
Means sea level. That means due to the terrain, they are about 900, 1,000 meter from the ground. So they're not that high today.
So it's the 3rd thermal? Yeah.
Yes.
So 1, 2, and 3 thermals already? And that was how many kilometers?
That
47.
one is 47. So yeah, they should be about 25, 30 right now. 30 kilometers here.
Yeah.
I would say if we go the straight line.
Yeah, so 1 thermal every 15, 20 kilometers for them so far. So it's quite okay.
Yeah.
I think weather conditions are nice. It's quite blue outside here. There are just some few
Serious?
patches of cirrus and some few cumuluses, but really not big ones. Yeah.
But under the cumulus, there are semi-good thermals for the moment. So hopefully they can find some of them during the way. And due to how they have been placing themselves, they probably found a cloud here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we can see on the drift, they drift quite a bit from the southwest, and probably they will try to turn this turn point low, because on the next leg they will have a downwind. So
Indeed, that's something they are probably thinking about already.
Yeah, it looks like that if you look at the tracking.
Yeah, so probably a long glide now until the turn point, and then try to catch the next thermal after.
Yeah.
And try to not stop before.
Somewhere, hopefully they find.
Looks like we have Hotel Lima in the lead again, and that's yesterday's winner, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
that's yesterday.
Lecker.
Yes, so a bit of recap from yesterday. Well, going towards the second turn point, that was the winner of day 1. It was Herman Luca. Second place we had Klaus.
Yeah, I can
and then
show you that actually.
And the third one was Clemens.
Yeah.
So big congratulations to them. And for the moment right now, it looks like we're having Herman at first, then followed by Stefan, and John actually has come up to 3rd position for the moment in Janka.
Yeah, it's not too bad, and actually you can see that they are still all together flying in the same thermals. And if it continues like this, we're gonna have a very funny arrival with everyone coming at the same time.
That's gonna be a really amazing final. And also all mistakes is gonna count for every little bit second there, because it's gonna be a tight one.
Yeah, they're not only together, but they're also on the same height from almost everyone, so within 200 meters of each other at least. So
it's going to be an interesting race today if it's going to keep on doing like this. And I mean, actually, yesterday's the one that was first over the finishing line ended up being number 3 due to
penalties.
Exactly. So you never know until everything is done. So hopefully, it's going to be a really, really fun final glide here.
Yeah.
In 1.5 hours or so. If everything works.
I think they will arrive in 1 hour and a half. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, and hopefully, the pilots learn the lessons to not push too hard, because the penalties are obviously quite harsh. So
yeah, that was the biggest problem yesterday. They came in too low. Most of them, some of them actually. As you can, the speed they hold for the moment is around 90 kilometers per hour. So it's not super fast for the moment, but it looks like we're having a bit of a thank you. wakey
some of
page.
the guys in the back looks like they're stopping.
They are taking maybe
to janky
because I think, as you said, it's better to take downwind, but when it's blue sky like this, sometimes you want to rely on the few cumuluses that are around the turn points, so you don't get too low after the turn point. So it is a risk that you have to take, and you need to say, okay, is it worth it to to indeed take the thermal after. Well, try to take a thermal after the turn point, or should I assure and climb and make a safe turn there?
Yeah.
And make sure you don't end up too low.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only important thing is that they don't lose the gaggle, because if they lose the gaggle, it might be very hard to keep up the same speed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when it's especially when it's blue thermals like this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not easy for them to try. And the wind is getting stronger and stronger. Actually, we have some good trees here outside the window. And the thermostat is not going to be easy ones.
And Herman is taking a thermal now.
Yeah.
So it works great
Yeah.
so far.
So they split up more or less in 2 groups now. Most of them are in the first, and then we have 3 of them in the back here with 12, 2 Yankee, and Victor Golf.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good.
Do you have anything fun perhaps to say about the leaders for the moment?
Yeah, I will. We'll talk about Herman. So Herman Lucker, he won yesterday's race, and so the first race of the event, and I think training.
And the last training one also.
Race.
So yeah.
So he seems to be quite good.
Good form at least, yeah.
In this format, it's his first time in Sweden. He comes from Bayer Leverkusen in Germany. Actually, I think half of the pilots come from Germany on this event.
More than half even.
Yeah, more than half. So it's a kind of Grand Prix of German. Yeah. There will be one Grand Prix in Germany in Eisenhüttenstadt. So that's east of Berlin.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's very close to the Polish border, and it will be in August, I think. Yeah, beginning of August 2022.
So then we need to send down a lot of sweets then to that one. So with more sweets and
Probably. Indeed.
So what we have competing from the countries right now in our competition is Swedes, Germans, and 1 Englishman
and 1 Czech.
And 1 Czech.
Czech, yeah.
So it's a nice mixture.
Yeah.
And we have 3 of the Germans are sports soldiers. They have got a specific. 2 of them have loan planes they have got for 1 year.
Exactly. It's a kind of specific program that they have in Germany, and when they are sports soldiers, they can more or less fly for a year and get paid by Germany to fly. So it's quite nice.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity, and also like we saw yesterday, they had great results as well. So it's obviously paying off.
It is, and look, we have a new leader.
So it's Charlie Tango who turned first, then Bravo Romeo. Now we have 7 X-Ray and still Golf Yankee. That I don't know. John Gatfield is reaching the turn point now. So apparently there is a small thermal, which looks quite good before the turn point. So some of them are trying to climb on that thermal now, and some others were clever and headed straight to the turn point to then climb back in that one, which is the correct option to do, as Dylan said a few minutes ago. Yes,
as you see, all of them they turn back. So it's a bit chaotic in this little one, but it looks like we're having 5 of them at least have passed now.
Yeah. At least 5 of them. And we have Thomas from Denmark on YouTube saying, "What a nice way to spend a working day listening to the Grand Prix." Yeah, I agree with you, Thomas.
Yeah,
perfect way.
I've done it in the past as well, just sitting and watching when I should be doing other stuff.
Yep. No, this is the perfect way for to start.
Yeah.
A lot for the lunch break for most of us.
That's good. Some of them reached 1,300 meters, so it's quite okay.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
We have Bravo Romeo here just on 900, so that is actually less than around 700 just from the ground. So he's.
Yeah, no, but that's I think.
But he had found something nice here now to climb on. So.
Yeah. But he was the first, or the second one to turn that turn point, so that's quite normal.
Yeah.
Just checking the climb rate. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's struggling a bit, but I think it will work. Yeah, it works.
He found them.
Yeah, 1,000 meters now.
And here we have, he hasn't been here. 33. And that is is Patrick.
Yeah.
So he drifted off, and now he has to fly back and up again.
Yeah. So we will see actually in 2 or 3 minutes who is really leading now, because everyone will have turned that turn point.
Yeah, and they have left this hole of John here in the middle, so we actually can sort of track them also. It's a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks Hotel Lima actually stayed in thermal before turning, but it looks like he hasn't lost too much compared to the others.
No.
So he's still
he
in a
was
good
fast
position.
back up. And
Stefan Langer, where are you going now?
yeah, I'm wondering that too.
maybe he spotted a cloud or something, because that's the only reason I can see for such a big deviation.
Yeah.
It's a really big.
We will see. Maybe he's trying to take back.
Perhaps he's backtracking the whole way because it was something over there. Due to that, how it's like a V that between these, so they can go in the middle without any problems.
Yeah.
So how long is the next leg? Because that's the longest leg. Right?
This is the longest leg they are on now. It's 87 kilometers. So that is. Yeah, it's really important for them.
Almost half of the task.
Yeah.
218 kilometers today.
No, 218.
Yeah, 218. Yeah. So.
And if you look at Stefan, it looks like, as you said, the landing. What you said about the landing fields, outlanding ones.
Yeah. So where are they? You said the outlanding fields.
Yeah, about the.
I mean, there's outlanding fields from where you were trying to move all the way up and get
so
next to the lake.
East on the east part of those lakes.
Yeah, on the east part of the lakes. But if you follow the leg, it's quite bad. But obviously, it's not a long glide to the lakes, so it should be fine.
So just a reminder: so the wind is pushing from
the southwest.
They took off from the southwest and indeed we saw it on the thermals actually. Here we can see it really easily here. Where is the wind pushing? But they have to be careful because there you see how many kilometers they've been deviated there, and if they climb somewhere here, they might end up in the airspace on the right side. So they have to be very careful here, and they should better fly on the west side there, so they are safe. To fly with those outlanding fields, and then they are safe as well with the airspace there.
Yeah, I think most of them, if there's not a really good cloud on the east side of it, the line track, I think most of them will take the left side due to that of the safety, because it's
we will see if they prepared well the flight. They didn't have a lot of time between the briefing and the takeoff actually. No. So just some time to eat and prepare. But they get the task before the briefing already, so they can sell it in their flight computer. But still, it's not a lot of time.
And why we started a lot earlier today, and it was due to the risk of sea breeze and that the few clouds that was here today was here now. So
as you said, the wind is blowing from this direction, and we think that the sea breeze will come quickly. Here. So we took off earlier than what we expected yesterday, actually.
Almost 2 hours earlier than yesterday. So
it should arrive at like 3:45 maximum.
Yeah.
So
they should, if not,
I think even 3:30. 3:30 indeed. So in 1 hour and 30 minutes indeed.
Yeah, something like that.
Should be enough. I think there's going to be a nice final glide for them as well.
Yeah, the last one from 10.4 to the goal is going to be a lovely one. And since they all still are tightly together, it's gonna be so fun when they all 50 now. They just come like go over the building here.
So the penalties will be really important today. That should be okay for the start because they had a headwind at start, so the ground speed should be okay. I think for them.
Hopefully.
Because yesterday they had a few penalties, but they had a stronger downwind, I should say, and. Honestly, it was really acceptable to have this kind of penalties, like it was like 2 more or 6 more kilometers,
Yeah,
which
one
is not
to
a lot at
five.
all. Not too much. And we have Sierra Lima. That's Stefan Langer, who was found something here with the Discus 2 Fest. Wolfgang Zeyen.
Yeah. And
Herman Lecker is trying to get something.
he found something there. But we have Charlie Tango that is Klaus. Of course, I should know that by now. That is apparently not. He's taking a bit of a chance here and going further up.
Yeah, and we can see Stefan actually lost out a bit of time because he first deviated 90 degrees to the left and then deviated back to the right. So he's actually fallen behind slightly. But
he's in the back now, together with.
But still a lot of distance to go. So
anything can happen. Somewhere up here, it will be starting. Or actually, you can't see that up here. Then that's when we actually will have a bit of more guessing of who and where.
Yep.
So as you can see, there are about a fifth, the top ones of of this leg, towards the third point.
Yeah, and Charlie Tango is the only one.
Charlie
Tango and Sierra.
Charlie Tango and Sierra.
That's when you start to take risk now, because if it's really blue there, maybe we can have the satellite image. Yeah, it's blue. And it's blue, really blue. There's some cumuluses here. So for the arrival, they may go, we'll see later on, but they may have something here. But otherwise, everything that is yellow here, it means that it's really blue. Yesterday we could see the difference. Here maybe there are some cumuluses.
No, that's a more. I think actually this dark here, if you look on the map, this is the lake. This is the lake. Lakes,
indeed.
Yeah, so it's blue. It's blue. It's blue on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's blue in the sky. So I think the nearest cloud we have is on the east coast. Here you have the clouds. So we have clouds on the east coast today, not on the west coast. Unfortunately for our poor pilots, they're gonna have a tough times. As you can see here, I'm gonna take this one away. Here, all of them more or less are gone straight to Hotel Lima. And that thermal he found. So now we have a group here, and as you can see, we're having Charlie Tango and then Sierra. They took off without taking any, and they are low.
Yeah, and they have to watch out as well, because the more north you come, the terrain rises a bit, because there's like a plateau on the east side there, or a bit closer to the turn point. So the ground goes maybe 300 meters above sea level. So when they get closer, they're gonna have to watch out.
Yeah, so around here they are like 600 from the ground?
Yeah, that's still like 200 meters, and then a bit more north, that's the ground goes all the way up to 300.
Ooh, yeah, I can see here it says Galtåsen. It's a bit of a peak here, and Borgskog also, and as you can see they are 360 meters, so then there will be less than 500 to the ground, and that is not a lot.
We'll see if the ceiling rises a bit there or not.
Yeah, it usually does. So
yeah, I think so.
We hope so. For
but also, this is the way to get away from the Gaggle, to try to push and get a good thermal, and you don't lose a lot of time in trying to center it. So
no. So let's zoom in a bit here.
But they have to be careful to not get stuck
too low. Yeah, the other ones are managed to get up to around. Almost 1,400 meters, somewhere between 1,300 and 1,400 meters.
Yeah.
So they're taking a bit of it takes longer, but it takes the safety. But it looks like here, bugger. That. Charlie Tango has found something.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Looks good.
Yeah, but it looks like they're actually taking the
22. Yes, it's not too bad. We'll see in 30 seconds.
No, it's going down again.
Yeah, we always need to wait like 20-30 seconds so the tracker can actually wake up and see if he is really climbing. It's okay. It looks okay. as you can see. And where are they now? Yeah, 1,500 meters.
Yeah, that's quite
That's
high.
today's
So that's-
highest.
Yeah, so that's quite nice, and it was a good option. And where is Stefan now? Because
Yeah, you have him there. Under
Charlie Lima. No,
that-
it's
higher. By 7x X-ray. Just behind him.
oh yeah, okay. Because he took another option, so I wanted to see if he had pay off that option or not, and actually not. He
No.
didn't pay off. So
But as you see, we still have Hotel Lima in there.
yeah,
He's the one that's highest, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we're having X-ray, 7 X-ray with Börje Eriksson. Was the first one to leave this one. Tightly followed by Kilo Sierra and the rest of them, to be honest.
Yeah, probably,
The bunch.
probably no one wanted to leave first, and then
Yeah.
when the first left, they all leave.
Yeah,
So-
they're like, I don't want to. And like, yep, okay. They don't want. They do know they have 2 people to chase, but as you see,
Charlie Tango is climbing quite well.
yeah,
Really,
but not Sierra. It's not.
Yeah, not yet. I think he's still looking for it.
Yeah.
But he's only done like 2 or 3 turns, and he climbed quite well. So
yeah, indeed.
so it's not too bad. Just checking where we should show you. I think probably there we should try to show them some videos from Takeoff today. I will try to check what if I have some pictures from the start, but
Yeah, we need to see what's gonna happen here between these 2 groups. If the back ones are gonna come up there where they are, or if we're gonna have this distance between them the rest of the day.
And now we come to the situation that we discussed before with the airspace, because as we've seen,
Yeah.
they've drifted
I'm
quite
sorry.
a bit,
I'll
but
let
they're
you
still on the east side.
continue.
So
Okay, let's go.
they're still on the east side of the leg, and
Yeah.
they have to watch out for the airspace when they stop the firm.
You see here you're having this line, and it goes the whole way up to the more or less to the turn point. So they really have to be careful here. But is there any outlanding field here on this side, or are they all just here by this
There
way?
are when you get a bit more closer to the turn point, and
Okay.
yeah, and maybe even there, but not when the same height as the lake, but to the east there's not so many.
No. So they have to be careful. Oh, as I can see here, they catching up here. They're not a lot of distance.
What's the height of Charlie Tango?
Charlotte Tango has 1395, so
1395.
he found the thumb really nicely, and
Yeah, looks
I should
like
climb
he's in the lead at the moment.
I would say so. Tightly followed by Sierra, but yeah, 7x or Kilo Sierra, I would say is gonna. I have a feeling if they're gonna keep on doing like this, it's gonna be so close today.
Yep, indeed. And none of them obviously want to get left behind. They all want to stay
No.
together. So
Yeah, if you're being left behind here in this blue sky, it's gonna be really tough to find anything and get yourself back home.
yeah. Let's see if the others join them or if they keep pushing. Looks like maybe they want to keep pushing.
I actually think that. Let's see who this is. I think that is 7 X-ray actually. Yeah. No, they're gonna keep on. It looks like they're all gonna fall up
yeah.
here in this. But as you can see, the first 2 they took a much straighter, more westerly line than the other one that took the first one. And here you can see the drifting. They started here with 3 turns, and then like.
Yeah. But they're also a bit higher than they were in the beginning. In the beginning, they could only get to maybe 1,200 meters, but now they're all the way up to 1,400 almost. So
Actually, the highest ones, Charlotte Tango is at almost 1,600 now.
yeah, so that's actually really good. Maybe the temperature has gone up a little bit, and the terrain rises also, so that helps.
It looks like they're having a nice view at least over the lakes.
Yeah.
Looking at some bathing people. No, it's still too cold here, to be honest. The water here is, well, depends on how deep the lake is, just about 10 to 15 degrees in best really best case,
Yeah,
I would say.
and with this wind as well, I wouldn't want to be out. So
Oh no, neither would I. Oh, being no, in the sun is much nicer. So, well, do I have any fun too? And they all together again.
Yep, and all very close in height as well, so no one really falling behind.
No, not really. Between 1400 and 1600. Oh, and here we're having Klaus being the first one, fastly followed by Sarah and Michael.
Yeah, and they're heading slightly east again towards but maybe they see some clouds, so it could be worth it.
We hope so. It's a good one here, perhaps, for them. They're actually just more or less in between, in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not a problem this far, but they shouldn't get any closer.
No, not with the drift we're having. No. It's so easy to slip around.
Yeah, they always don't want to make a mistake. It's very costly. But
as we can see, they started going here towards the west side.
Yeah, I'm sure they're aware. So.
And we have a nice, more or less like a row of pearls coming in, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're having Stefan here, I think, taking his own way. Yeah, he's taking another heading.
Yeah.
Or yeah. I think we need to. Oh. Having a bit of a.
Yes, for those of you that joined late, we have a 218-kilometer task, and it's blue skies, so blue thermals for today. A bit weaker conditions than yesterday, but looks like they're managing pretty well that far.
Yep, and they are on the third leg now, or towards the third turn points. And for the moment, we're having still Charlie Tango in the leading, but they're neck on neck on each other for the moment. I wonder what happened with the tracking here, but.
Yeah.
And as you can see, so you can see the whole track for today. It's going to be, they started over here, and then straight over the airfield, and then to the southeast, and now they're going straight up.
Yeah, so obviously they have a downwind leg now, but it's going to be a headwind after they turn, so it might get a bit trickier then. But
yeah, the wind is going sort of this direction, or at least here where what we have been seeing in the drifts on there. Yeah, a bit more southy.
Looks like they have a pretty nice path because they're gliding quite far without losing any altitude. So
yeah, no turn, not a single turn. Yeah, that's nice for them. That's good, and they're all more or less all of them are around 1400 or higher for the moment, and.
We can see actually Stefan tried a turn
there,
he did
one,
but it wasn't good enough.
And they're all, they are around 90 to 95 kilometers per hour in speed for the moment. And now they actually are, you can see how they're drifting actually pretty good. So, it's going to be...
I mean, since they're so high, it's not a problem because they don't have the thermal, but if they would get low there, it could be...
That's going to be an issue since you barely have nowhere here to land except for over here by the lakes.
And in the back, we actually have Bravo Romeo, I think, and someone else taking a more direct path, maybe. Yeah,
we have Bravo Romeo and Yankee taking... Actually, it looks like they went towards where Sierra Lima was with Stefan, but then, as you see, Sierra Lima went to where the other was. But he's taking, I think they know about the the danger of drifting too far here to the east. So I think they actually did on purpose, even perhaps not the best track, take a bit more westerly for not risking to end up over the TMA. Otherwise, the lead is the same.
Yeah, obviously when they're all so close together, it's all going to be decided in the last thermal, probably, or last two thermals. So who's going to be able to catch it best and leave quickest without not getting home.
Yeah, have the best final glide, best height, and just could push the speed a bit. Actually, the speed isn't getting higher for the moment. They are almost up into 100 kilometers per hour for the moment. But luckily, it's no sink, at least for them, more or less. So they keep the same height, and that's really nice.
Yeah.
Because this was them. So, yeah. I like how we have exactly the same color on these two planes. It's a bit harsh to know actually who's...
Yeah, so if you zoom out, I think they're more than halfway on this leg.
A third. Almost half. Yeah. So they actually had them flown about 43 kilometers then on this one. Yeah, from this turn point here. And don't zoom out too much because then it's gonna look like they're on the wrong side. But as you can see, it's not far from the.
No.
And here's they have found something, and that is Tango. Followed actually, as we can see here, we're having the sport soldier in Yankee Bravo. Coming up there. So and here we have the group of
everyone joining.
Everyone's joining. I wonder who's gonna go here for our guys here that took the other track. And as we see, we're having Sierra Lima here in the middle a bit. And the question is it gonna go towards the west or join the other ones in the thermal over there? He's a bit lower than the other ones actually, to be honest.
Yeah, he is.
So
his glide was a bit more to the west than the others, and maybe it was a bit worse.
And I think I'm gonna just refresh the page so we actually can see where he is. Sometimes, unfortunately, we need to do like. Get everyone, and he actually did, as you can see, we had him over down here. He did a turn and went towards the thermal with the other ones. And here we're having Oscar Limacelli with another sports soldier.
Yeah, indeed.
And what is that? It's a... I can't remember what plane. Yeah, it's a Discus 2CT.
Yeah,
exactly.
So yes, maybe not in these speeds, but in high speed, it has slightly worse performance, obviously, because it does Discus 2 doesn't have flaps, and most of the other guys do. But maybe they're not gliding as fast in these conditions.
No, it doesn't look like because if you look at, we can see the speeds, they're more or less all of them having exactly the same ones, and it's around between 90 and 100 kilometers per hour. So we can see here, to Yankee and Bravo Romeo have found something here, or so they choose another track, and they are a bit more.
Yeah, they were obviously behind already before they started, but we'll see how they end up after.
For the moment, they are more or less in the leading. And here we're having 7 X-ray taking leaving first with Börje Eriksson, and he's flying Aventus.
Yep, Aventus 3.
Is 3?
Yeah, it is.
It's 3, yeah. I should know. Numbers. And
now the other guys are following as well.
Yeah, they're starting, but so for the moment, in the lead right now is 7 X-ray, I would say.
Yeah. And what's his height?
Yeah, that's a really good question because it doesn't want to pop up. Here we have it. 1300 more or less. So he's a bit lower than the other ones, but probably it's a bit of a sink here then because he was on the same height as the other guys when he left. At least what this said. And then we're having, oh look, it's Max, and we have the blue one. Is it Hotel Lima? Yes, it is. So, oh, yeah, he's really taking the fast track. As you can see, we're just, they're having a now they are just a bit over the halfway, so it's gonna take them a while. I would guess. Let's see the wind. Yeah, they're downwind at least.
Yeah, probably one or
Bit side.
two more thermals, maybe more on this leg.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is the reverse case from the previous turn point, so they want to try to round as high as possible, so they don't have to thermal as much on the headwind leg back towards Boras.
Yeah, they don't want to drift back all the time.
Yeah, indeed.
So hopefully they're perhaps gonna be up here in about 15 minutes, perhaps.
Yeah, could be
10, 15, depends on the speed or how much. And yeah, it's not a fast one today.
So we look at two Yankee and Bravo Romeos. They're both still climbing.
Yeah, but they managed to climb up really nicely because when they started they were just around 1,000. So they found a nice one here.
Yeah, they are, but they might get left behind now. If
They get left behind here, but we're having also on the other side more or less, if you straight line here, we're having Stefan and and the other one that just disappeared.
Yeah.
It's so lovely when it gets that jumping one and you think you're having them on one place and then all of a sudden they go.
Yeah.
Bye bye. And here they have found X-ray found something as we said, 2 or 3 more. So
yeah,
should be 1 and something.
Yeah, it depends a bit on the glide and maybe what height you get, but yeah, I think maybe 1 or 2 more stops before the turn point.
And now, as you can see, they are coming to a high ground also. So
yeah, it's actually Bravo Romeo and Yankee is only like 1,000 meters above the terrain, so it's not very high, but these pilots are probably used to it. So
they are used to it. All of these guys are really good competition gliders, I would.
Yeah, and very experienced.
And very experienced also. So it's for the moment we're having almost, we have 13 gliders in the same little thermal over here. So that is, it looks pretty tight too. If we zoom in a bit here, as you can see, there is not big of a difference on the tracks.
Indeed.
Oh, they're at Oliver's area now. As you can see, you're having where did the text go? Come on, thank you. The restricted levels there for them.
Yeah, and that's a restriction area for gliders, so it's no problem for the competition.
No, exactly. Oliver is very famous here in the gliding society here in Sweden.
Yeah.
Can perhaps tell a bit about it?
I mean, the restriction area is because they have a gliding school and they teach stuff, and the area is also possible to do cloud flying, which we saw in one of Stefan's videos recently.
No, you will. Sure.
Or we will see, yeah. So that's why the area is there.
As we can see here, both two Yankee and Bravo Romeo have left they didn't drift that much, they drifted in the right direction actually.
Yeah.
As you can see here. It's a perfect drift in the right way for one.
Yeah, indeed. So maybe the wind is
They shifted
turned
more
a
towards
bit.
the south of
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Which is good for them this leg, but maybe not very good for the next.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy on this one then. So, it's still close, but as you can see, we have 2 groups now.
Yeah, exactly.
These
two
two-
very clear groups. Yeah.
Yeah. So in Bravo Romeo we're having Björn Ringström in, and into Yankee is Michael Widén, and both are Swedes.
Yeah, two Swedish pilots holding together.
And I think, are they in the same Göteborg and...
No,
No, he's in
he's from the
Linköping.
south, something or.
Yeah, they're from different clubs, but most people here, they know each other well, so I
Yeah,
think they took track of each other.
Yeah, exactly. And Björn is flying a JS3, while Yankee is flying in a DJ800. So there's a small difference, but yeah.
But as you can count, they are less than about 800 meters, 750, 700 to 800 meters from the ground. So it's not much. But luckily, here's the outlanding field starting.
Yeah, there's a few fields to the east, across the long lake. There's some possibilities as well. So it should be fine from now on.
And that's good for them.
Yeah. But they are pretty close to the airspace still.
No kidding. As you can see, here's the line going, and
But Stefan is high, so it's
Stefan
not
is
a problem to glide.
we hope so, at least. Oh yeah, there. So as you can see now, the two that I would say that probably Romeo and Yankee, they took a good one, because they're not in the back as in the beginning.
No.
So for the moment, we're having Sierra Lima and Victor Golf in the thermos. Actually, it's just Stefan left in that one. Or was Sierra Lima left in it?
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems like his tracking is a bit.
Funny.
Yeah, but.
But he's high up. He's almost 1600 now, so he's the one that is highest. And due to the terrain, that is really, really good. But still in the lead, I would say we're having 7 X-Ray, followed by Hotel Lima, it looks like, and Yankee Bravo.
Yep.
Yankee Bravo. And the only one that I actually here that you can see DKGY, it's Oscar Lima Charlie.
Yeah.
And for some reason we can't get him to get that one to show the competition numbers. But that is a discus. That's the discus 2CT.
Yep. And now we have Bravo Romeo to Yankee finding a thermal again.
That's
looks
the
like
second.
they lost quite a bit of altitude on that glide.
Ooh.
But
Yeah, a lot. They had 1600 almost, and now that they're And as you can see here, these are speeding away. We can cheat a bit and look at the speed here on where do we have Monsieur? There.
Falls
That's
down.
why I have a screen in the way here. That's why I can't see anything.
but his speed didn't show for some reason. So
Okay, then we take Yankee Bravo then instead.
one more down.
Thank you.
He's very-
Hotel Lima, we take one of those that actually do have a speed record for us. They actually speed up and run a bit over 105, 110 for the moment. And it's really close. But oh look, we have Yankee Bravo past the 7X right. Oh, not. I forgot.
Just a bit of lag in the tracking. So yeah.
Yeah, so they're starting to thinning out a bit, getting a bit more distance between each other. If you look like here, we zoom out a bit. So we have like a group of 3 or 4 here coming, and then we have one more, and then we have third here, a 4th here, and then Bravo to Yankee.
So if you zoom out a bit, how far is it to the turn? So it's not too
A
far.
4th, I would say,
Yeah.
perhaps.
So maybe just one more climb and then they will round.
Yeah, one more climb. I think they would appreciate having one more climb before the turn point, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
And so since this leg, which one they are on right now, is 87 kilometers, so they should have about 20 kilometers up to the turn point,
Yeah.
ish, sort of.
Yeah, maybe a bit less even.
A bit
looks
less
like.
even, yeah, a bit less, but we have to sort of guess. But so as you can see, it's
Yeah, but again, like the terrain is almost 300 meters there, so maybe 700 meters above the ground, which is not very high, but
no. And look here at Sierra, that is just a 900. That means he's about 600.
yeah, exactly.
So that is not much. So I think our pilots for the moment going, please, little cute Cumulus, show yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, how would you feel if you have been on this one
I
right
mean,
now?
obviously, I would want some attitude, yeah.
So are you looking for, since we have to wait for them and it's
Yeah.
going to take a while, how are you looking forward to your junior world
Obviously,
champion?
I'm very excited, so
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to train and fly as much as possible to be in good form. I have some competitions lined up here in Sweden, so in June I'm going to Uppsala for the Swedish Nationals. And,
See you then.
Yeah, exactly. And followed by I'm probably going to Hungary to compete in the Hungarian Nationals as well after that.
Ah,
Before heading to Czech Republic in the end of July.
in the end of July. Okay. And what plane are you going to be flying?
I'm flying an LS3 actually, so I have an LS3 and it's the same plane as, or it's the similar model as Stefan Langer's, so
So you have talked to Stefan Lange a bit to get some tip and tricks
I
about
haven't
it?
yet, but maybe I'll do it after he lands. I've seen his videos, so they're very, very good. So
It's really fun that you're going to go this, and really big congratulations that you was chosen for going to
thank
the...
you.
Is there any other Swedes that going with
Yeah,
you?
it's me and one more guy from Herrljunga,
Yeah.
so we will be two Swedes competing.
And that is...
And here is as well. His name is Samuel Rickardsson, and he flies a Mosquito. It's called. It's
a mosquito?
Yeah.
That's an annoying bug.
Yeah, it's not a very common glider, but yeah, it has similar performance than LS3, so it works good to team fly, which is what we're going to do.
That's perfect, so you can help each other out during the competition then.
Yep.
Really fun. As we can see, the change is... it's really come. They have found something up here now. I guess this is going to be the last one before the turn points for them. And yeah, that it's a bit confusing to look at. And here we're having, as it looks for the moment, I wonder if to Yankee and Bravo Romeo is going to go straight up and then go back to sort of to turn point 3, or what their plan is, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, but they've clearly lost the Gaggle, and they probably struggling a little bit more than the other guys in front.
Yeah, they have a whole different plan. Or is that they sort of want to make sure they have, as I can see here, something called Timmele. Is that an airfield? Or?
Yeah, it is a
It's
small
a good
airfield.
one that you can
it's
land?
a small airfield for landing, so that's perfectly fine. But they're probably not thinking about that right
Nope,
now.
I don't think so either. I hope they don't think about that, because then it's a bit... but they found something up here, and it looks like... So as you can see, we have 3 groups for the moment. And just here, our competition director, Kjell Folkesson, just came up. Please sit down here.
Yeah, hi there.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Have you followed the race?
Yes,
So
of
far?
course.
What do you think about their flying?
Yeah, it's probably the right choice to go to the east of the leg here. Usually it's a little bit better close to the Team A, of course. It's always...
Yeah, we was that. The war
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah, but those restricted areas you see here, that's for cloud flying, for gliders, so that's nothing to bother here.
Dylan told us about that one, because he knows the area, and that was really fun too.
So, but Dylan, have you flown a lot over here towards the Gimminekön?
Yeah, obviously I've been flying from both Skövde and Herrljunga lately, and it's in the very close area, so I have indeed, yeah.
But I wonder where the Bravo Romeo and to Yankee is their plan is. But at least they found something down here. They took a really different direction from more or less from the beginning here, somewhere here, compared to the other ones.
But Mikael has been flying here several times, and
So he knows.
It's actually quite a good trek there on there too.
Yeah.
So
Yes, for us that's new to the area, at least for me, it's going like, specifically when all the other ones are going up here. It feels, but as you said, he has the knowledge of the area, so he knows the small tip and tricks and where there can be thermals here with this blue sky.
Yeah, and now looks like they're leaving and are ready to turn the turn point before heading back in the headwind.
Yeah, and who's first one out is going to be 7 X-ray and followed by Junkie Bravo, it looks like.
So they've been together, or 7 X-ray has been leading the pack for most of this leg, the second leg. So
yeah, from the third one. And Stefan is having a bit of an issue with his tracking today. It's him and Victor Golf. They look more like bunnies today. They stand still and then they all of a sudden are jumping up. But they're getting closer. And
so do you think they have some clouds en route, or do you think it's completely blue all the way?
I think it's completely blue.
Yeah, I thought so too. In the beginning here at Boras we had some very small cumulus clouds, but looks like they've dried out as well. So
we can see how the satellites have changed anything.
Yeah, you need to. The latest picture is not there yet.
No, it's blue. Period. So snow tip and trips with clouds for our pilots today. And well, it looks like going to be a close one here between 7 X-ray and Yankee Bravo. Tightly followed by Kilo Sierra and Hotel Lima. And that is, so the top 4 for the moment are Börje Eriksson, Max, Hyman and Jochen. We had 2 in the competition, so we used the last name of those 2 just to make it easier for everyone.
yeah, and both Hotel Lima and Yankee Bravo had good results yesterday, so they're in a good position now as well to take control of the total lead.
And the 2 first over was Yankee Bravo and, actually we have a third here also popping in. That is
2 more.
no, we have a third. 33 with Patrick. And we have Charlie Tango here also with the close comeback. So
Yeah, so now they're headed back. Can you check how long the last leg is?
the last leg,
Or the last
next
2
point
legs,
is Gånghester, and they are 66 kilometers.
Yeah.
So it's the second longest one.
Yeah,
For
so
them.
that's to the reporting point, and then it's 11 kilometers back to the finish line.
Yeah. So if we zoom out a bit here, you can see. Just down here, and they're on the way here now.
Do you think that the sea breeze will be a problem for them coming back, or do you think it should be fine?
No, but I think it will be a little bit lower than max altitude in the end. I think the thermals is not going up more than probably 200 meters less when it's closer to Boras.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but I need to leave you. Good luck.
thank you. See you later. And we can look at how's the turning coming. As you can see here, Stefan and Oh my god, names. And Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stefan's specifically having a hole.
Yeah, it's probably a bit of lag.
Yeah, I think he's frozen there again. We're gonna see a nice bunny jump here for a while. And as you can see here, we're having John in Janky Oscar and 12 with Petra. It looks like they're actually taking a bit of an extra turn here before they. And if you actually see here with 12, he has passed, but he's going back the same track.
Yeah.
They all actually are, this little group, the second group, took a same turn, yeah. And what happened here? That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you can see that there's quite a big leading Gaggle, which have
Yeah, as you can see
created a
here,
gap to the other guys.
it's a really big gap here. So here and here we have Stefan hopping up, but he's gonna actually be, except for Victor Golf, it's gonna probably be one of the last ones crossing the turn point.
Yeah. Indeed.
If not, this is a wrong one, because if you look here, it's a really sharp corner.
Yeah, and he's headed back, so he's probably turned already then.
Yeah, we just hope that this tracking is wrong, that he actually have been up in the turn point here.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, me too. We had that issue. So in the lead for the moment, we having, they are just 1,000 meter up, and that means they're about 700 then?
Yeah,
I would say.
800, yeah.
Are there any good outlanding fields here? Except
it-
for the airport that we have far down
There are
there.
a few fields by Sandham, but it's not too great. But if they just glide to the west, there's not a problem. So
Okay, so over here they're having,
yeah, I don't think it's a big problem here in this area. So.
and that's good. And Herman apparently took a little extra turn. Should we perhaps, we're having X-Ray, Kilo, Sierra, Yankee Bravo, Tree, Charlie Tango, and Hotel Lima. I would say they're keeping neck and neck here, and they're pretty same height, all of them.
Yeah, they just have to be careful that they don't get stuck as well, trying to search for a firm move. But yeah, could be a bit risky when you're getting lower.
Yeah.
As you can see, Stefan is he's a bit back, but he's highest of the everyone. So
Yeah, and the other ones found something here apparently. And they haven't turned yet, no. To Yankee and Bravo Romeo haven't turned the turning point, but
No.
they keep on going no.
interesting.
We're having a bit of a funny tracking here, as you can see. We're having, for Victor Golf, this funny little twitch, like 10 kilometers to south, and we're having Bravo Romeo and Yankee going towards Jönköping, apparently, instead. Hey guys, I think we're gonna update the site.
Yeah, let's do
And
that.
see what's happening, because if they go that way, we actually need to. Gonna be a.
It does look like they've actually gone past the turning point, which
They have gone past, really past. They boarding to the TM.
no, the TMA is down
Yeah,
to the
that's
right,
not
so
there.
that's fine.
Yep, they are, and
But I'm not quite sure why.
I wonder if these two are lost. Oh no, here we have two Yankee with Michael. They actually where is he heading?
I don't know. But let's take a look at the leading pack
Yeah,
again.
let's go
because
back.
they're
Here's interesting. Oh my god,
not very high right now. So
they're really low.
Yankee Bravo is turning. but
Trying to
he's-
find something here together, and Tree and Sierra Tango is following, and here we're having 7 X-Ray and Kilo Sierra. I think they're gonna take one here.
Yeah.
Or
Let's see how good it is though, because the other guys behind them were a bit higher. They could catch up.
yeah,
But yeah, there is quite a big distance between them, so
they're having a lot of distance, but yeah. He keeps on flying. I wonder if he's gonna go well somewhere.
maybe he felt that his last anyways and just wants a nice.
He found out, he found the one and only cumulus in the whole area apparently. Yeah, we hope it's just a bit of a weird tracking.
Yeah.
But as you can see, the other one, there was another one. They have ended up in the same thermal now, more or less, except for, yeah, these ones, that was not a good one. So going towards the same one, all of them. And it doesn't look like a good one either.
No, they're
Barely.
struggling a little bit, and they're all at different places as well. So maybe they're not quite finding the core, but
No, and you can see the drifting here also in the turning. It looks like a two-year painting. But as you can see, we're having Victor Golf and Sierra and Oscar Limacelli coming here towards them.
yeah. So this looks like some of the Gaggle is gonna get a chance to rejoin the leaders.
Yeah, and then we have the other guys taking another track.
Yeah, and
They're backtracking the same one they had together.
and they're actually almost 500-600 meters above the other guys. They could maybe
Yeah, 6, 7. Yeah, that
and join them as well. So
probably because if you had drawn a straight line like that, these guys were around less than 1,000 meter.
yeah,
When they were same place. These are 1,500. So it looks like they have found something. Backtracking and going.
it's very interesting actually, because Sierra Lima and Yankee Oscar played it a bit safe and took some height, while the other guys kept pushing, and it looks like playing it safe paid off this time.
It really paid off, I would say, in the look of. I mean, we're having 12 here, about in almost 1,600. That can't be correct speed. No way. I don't think he is. But as you see, they have two different now. Stefan and John is flying towards the other guys, and probably gonna join them. And they're gonna join them on a high level if it's not a major sink in between them.
Yeah, and they might even
Skip it.
yeah, they might even keep pushing because they have more height.
They have a lot more height. As you can see, there are a fourth of their leg.
Yeah, probably.
And now, as we can see, we have found that Bravo Romeo also, according to the tracking, have. I wonder what happened to that one. We have one that ended over here and one over there, and I think they all turned here, to be honest.
Yeah, so they're not really climbing well, but
No, look, 900. So it's one like 50 meters.
yeah, probably 7 X-ray was the lowest, or was
Yeah.
the first, and he's probably gained 300-400 meters, which is fine. But Yankee Oscar and Sierra Lima, John and Stefan have gone past them now. So
Yeah, and tightly followed here by 12 with Petter. They're checking.
yeah, it must be a really good feeling for them coming in 300-400
Yeah.
meters above and just seeing the other guys struggle. So.
Oh, as we can see here.
Yeah, and Hotel Lima is leaving the firm
Wink,
now.
wink.
Even his is just 800 meters above the sea level.
As we can see here, the comment about Oliveria, we got a bit of a correction that. And thank you so much for that
it
one.
was only for cloud flying, yeah.
Yeah. And hi to you, Ludwig, also. And for the look, it actually Hotel Lima left. He didn't think it was any use that thermal apparently. So he's in the lead, but he's, as you can see, almost 500, 600 meters lower Then Sierra Lima and the other guys. Yeah, they, as you can see here on the picture, they drifted a lot for that little height they got.
Yeah.
And I have to. I think that's why they gave it up. And
So now it's also an interesting decision. We can see Sierra Lima Stefan joins the other guys while Yankee Oscar actually turns to the left.
he found
So-
something there apparently.
But
Nope.
it keeps pushing as well. So.
Yeah. And so does 12. So it's but it looks like the other ones have given up the thermal.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to climb that much in it. And here we have the Wolfgang. And he has he took the same one as but he backtracked the old one since he know where they had something.
Yeah, and he's completely alone right now, so
Yeah,
he's also probably struggling a bit.
but he has a good height at least.
Yeah.
So
And it looked like he has a decent climb as well, so
yep. And on the top here we're having two Yankee and Romeo. So let's see how low is the lowest one for the moment. I think it's easier to look here on the side. Yeah, it's about 830 meters. So AK 500,
yeah, maybe 600.
600.
Yeah.
So it's a bit around 200 to 300 here.
Yeah, exactly.
And here they found something good.
Yeah.
Because now they're climbing fast, as you can see now.
Yeah, and
Stefan-
Yankee Oscar joined them as well, so they're all together again.
Yeah. So a look of it, it looks like Sierra Lima and Yankee Oscar did the right one
Yeah,
because they are higher in the beginning and they actually
yeah, and
Caught
they
up
were,
with
yeah,
the
they
other
were
ones.
quite a bit behind
they were a lot
before
behind.
turning the turn point and after as well, but now they're all together again.
Yeah, so if we zoom out a bit here, as we can see, we're having one group here, the leader group. We have one group that over here. We had two solo ones, well, actually four now. We have Bravo Romeo here, left back to Yankee, and Fox Echo Sierra,
Yeah.
and 12 here by themselves. And
Victor Golf hasn't updated yet.
no, he hasn't
So,
updated. He's been there for at least almost 10 minutes. So
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting to see what happened to Bravo Romeo. I'm not sure why he went so far north. Maybe if he had the wrong turn point entered, or if he just thought that the day
because
was lost, or I'm not sure.
because he ended up really far away. I mean, I thought Tujanka was far away, as you can see here, but yeah, because due to that sharpness turn here, it looks just like a turn point.
Yeah,
Turn. So, well, we never know. As you can see, they're having pretty far left. It's like, would you guess, 45 kilometers left on this leg?
yeah,
It's
maybe.
66. But yeah. And they're all climbing here now in this one. This looks like the strongest one. Thermal of the ones they all have chosen. First, here found a really good one. It's over 1600 now. And no one at least sinking if I look at the. Oh, look here. 12 with Petter in the lead. He left. He had his own little one here.
Yeah,
But as you can see, he really took off in a pretty good speed.
yeah. Yeah, so the only thing he has to be careful now is so that the others don't find a good thermal behind him, because then he can't backtrack. They would lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
Since he's the first one in the pack. But yeah, he's in a good position for the rest of the race.
He's good. But as you can see, even though they have split up, flown together and split up, flown together back and forth, it is close, because it's just one little mistake of how you've flown, which thermal you take, and the other ones catches up, even though you are in a big lead like so X-Ray and Hotel Lima and CT, Sierra Tango was. They were in a big lead in the beginning.
Yeah.
Over here. And then all of a sudden they're all together again. So, well, anything can happen. And luckily, as we can see here, Max is back on track again with us. And he had found something at least.
Yeah.
I wonder how far it is. Wonder if we should perhaps watch a little YouTube while
Yeah,
we're waiting,
I think
because it's going to
that's a
take
good
a little while for them. So we're going to be right on my... Let's see which one we're going to take. I'm trying to find his videos, by the way. We just take one.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So I'm going to take this one away.
Welcome back, guys. So that was some short videos from today's takeoff and greeting, waiting, and so we are back on the live, and I am back as well. I was watching from outside and dealing with Kiel, the competition director, about yesterday's results to update them on the website so that everything works properly before tonight. And where are we now?
We can see two gliders, 12 and 7 X-ray, have pushed in front of the Gaggle, and they're a bit low, so they're probably trying to get up so they can continue. And there's a big Gaggle slightly behind them, but they're also quite low, so they're all struggling for height right now.
Yeah.
So maybe the conditions are getting a bit worse. We don't know, but
yeah, maybe it looks like it's starting to be at least a weak sector here, and they are all close to this airfield, Timele.
Yeah.
Do you know? This
Yeah.
You can land there.
Yeah, it's a gross airfield, and we usually use it for outlandings.
Okay.
But this area is usually quite good for thermals because there are some hills just by Ulricehamn, the small city here. Yeah.
If you look here,
exactly there.
Yeah.
And there's a ski slope almost there.
Okay.
So there's one thermal that's always there. We call it the ski slope thermal. Probably they're starting to look for it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it works today. Oh yeah, now he found it. He found it. I was lucky. Yeah, and the ground here is still about 200 to 300 meters.
Yeah, a bit lower here, but yeah, 200 meters
200?
maybe.
And the very interesting thing here, when it's starting to get worse in the Grand Prix, and even in classic races, then the ones at the back are aware that it's not going as well as the first ones were planning, so they can try to climb higher and to pass the difficult point here and then continue the race and maybe just win the day by doing this and take a serious advantage because they were behind what was going on there.
Yeah, and we have it then to Yankee that is one of the pilot that is used to this area. Yeah. So he has an advantage in that way. So probably he's sort of noticed how the weather has been during the day. Mm-hmm. And perhaps that's why he's taken... Because if we zoom out a bit, he has taken a couple of extra turns up here that the other ones haven't done. So it's going to be interesting because 12 and 7 X-ray was the two that's been in the lead here for at least the last 20 minutes, more or less, those two. So they took a chance and now they...
Yeah, it looks like they're both climbing okay. Maybe 12 is climbing a little bit better, I don't know.
Yeah, but they're drifting a lot also. So... I wonder how this... I would say here it looks like they're having the best climb.
Yeah, I mean Yankee Oscar and Sierra Lima is in a really good position because they're highest and they have a few gliders in front of them, so they can really observe and decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
So today's race is really not it's not easy to predict. The ending of today, the way it looks for the moment.
No.
But they are a bit more than halfway on this leg, so they should have like around 30 kilometers left until the turn point.
Okay. So it's 40 kilometers approximately until the arrival. So it might be the last thermal actually for them. Might be.
You can see here, they're more or less half, a bit more than half, actually, these two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 66, this one, and the next one is 11. So
43, so 45 kilometers.
Yeah, 40 to 45, I mean.
Yeah.
But he's climbed 500 meters, but he has drifted a long way. So as you can see here, 7 X-rays coming towards him because he's realized that that thermal looks better.
Yeah, Stefan is trying to climb as high up as possible, I think.
Yeah.
But they might need another one because there's still the wind against them.
Yeah.
So just to make sure that they don't get penalties at the end.
Not to us.
Yeah, because when it's very close like this, very tight between the pilots, you need to make sure that you don't get penalties.
Yeah.
Because you can
Every
drop
point.
from every second will count today, that's for sure, because they can be second and then be on the 10th place with such a short time frame when they all arrive at the same time.
We noticed just yesterday that the three first
already yesterday,
they changed position even the order when they came from. So
yeah.
So the
everything.
question is, who's gonna be the first one to risk it? Because no one wants to go first again, but looks like they're climbing too well.
14,000 meters is not too bad. But that's just so that means he can do a glide ratio of 40 to come back. So that's a bit
on the edge,
on the edge to arrive at 350 meters now. A bit on the edge. He needs to climb more than that.
Yeah, I think the older pilots learned that. It's
I would take probably 27 or 28 glide ratio to come back. Yeah, with their wing loading and nice gliders, and to arrive at 355 and 50 meters.
And here we can see Bravo Romeo coming from the side.
Yeah.
He had a really long easterly one.
Yeah, you see to Yankee 1,500 meters, so he'll catch up some of the guys who are only at 500, 600 meters.
Yeah.
And the 12th, he climbed really well, almost 13,000 meters, and Stefan will see him, I think. Sierra, Charlie Tango, Kilo Sierra, they are here.
Yeah,
they
were having Stefan in Sierra.
Yeah, they will probably pass over those guys.
These are gonna go.
Because if they can take 200 extra meters, that may be the really last time on now.
But as you can see here, he's coming in him. From Romeo, he's not high. High. So I think it's gonna go for this one. Probably, since he saw the majority of them.
Yeah, so now
it's just me, but
1400. Yeah, so I'm not sure. It's gonna be on the edge if they even have to stop again or not. But it's gonna be interesting to see.
It's gonna be. Probably. Looks like they're coming towards towards 12 and 7 X-ray. They are the ones, even though they're higher, just to pick up a bit of an extra, a couple of extra meters. The wind is pretty strong today, and it's keep on going from the southwest.
That looked good. That looks good. And that's 93 kilometers per hour.
Around 90. Yeah, 90, 95. Depends on.
Yeah, so they will have 105, 110 kilometers per hour for today, I think. With that arrival, they will catch up quite some speed.
Yeah,
that looks. Let me check again. That's
Bit more than
a bit more than halfway for Chai Tango.
Yeah. But there's also the headwind, so we don't know how much.
Yeah, exactly.
He's leaving. The first one to leave, actually,
there
the group is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pilots who can 6 who can win maybe today. 7 with Herman. Yeah. So since 7 X-ray is a bit below now, so he should get some points, hopefully for him. But and some are still struggling there.
Yeah.
But they managed to climb at least.
Yeah, they climb here.
So what do we have? Charlie Tango, Sierra is Michael Pfennig, then Petr Kresirik, Joren Schultz, John Gatfield, Wolfgang Zeyen, Hermann Lecker, and Bjorn is behind as well. Cool.
Yeah, so it's shifted a lot who's been in the lead today.
Is this an airfield or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Just a little town.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Still no cloud, I guess.
Just look out.
I know. But you never know if you can see a small. Sometimes a small area comes up in 5 minutes,
For their sake, I hope they have found there are some invisible little
Yeah.
for the satellite.
I mean,
For the radar.
if they would have
There was no issue there for everyone.
no, I mean they were close.
They were
but,
close.
but
It looks
no,
so. But they don't.
but,
They were.
no.
That's cool. So yeah, apparently the small hills south of
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
work quite well, and
Yeah.
they help them quite a lot. Yeah, indeed to climb. Yeah, the face is trying to get 1500 meters now. That's cool. Some more hills there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a valley. So where the lake is, and up,
So the valley is here,
yeah,
there, and
And
you have
there's
small
hills
hills
on
there
both sides,
and there.
yeah.
Okay, but the highest ones are there.
yeah,
Correct.
it's just like 200 meters, so not more than that, but still, it's enough to produce great thermals
Yeah,
usually.
they're trying to go on. And there, do you have outlining fields there?
Yeah, I mean you have, I think outlining fields at the lake at least,
Yeah.
and then a few more when you get closer. But
Yeah.
then obviously close
There,
to Boras.
there you have one, and then close to Boras there is nothing. That's
No,
why
exactly.
they need to arrive at 350 meters, so there is at least some margin to reach the airfield if they have bad conditions there. So
Yeah.
they need to anticipate that so they don't get penalties. But actually, there is some margin for safety for them.
Yeah,
Specific. Yeah, it's gonna be a tight one.
Yeah.
If nothing happens here now. As you can see in the top group, it's almost 300 meters in between them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice.
They're speeding up a bit. Yeah, they were more or less
Yeah,
over
you see
95.
95, and then it's
Yeah.
gonna be 105 or 110, I think,
Yeah.
for the finish.
do you think 7 X-ray has to stop again? Maybe, probably.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I
Yes.
think 7 extra stop. Otherwise, Charlie Tango might be on final glide
Yeah.
already. It's a possibility because that's 11. Let's say 20 there, so 30 kilometers away. 30 that might be good for those guys.
Yeah, I think it should be
And
enough,
and
actually.
John Gatfield is quite nice as well. Huh? 13,550 meters. So it's cool. It's cool. Well, guys, I will leave you there. I will take a 5-minute nap again, and maybe I will take some pictures if I'm ready to do so.
Do you want to predict? I want to hear your prediction on how you think.
My prediction. So
First over the line, not winning the first over the line.
first over the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, based on this, but
Yeah.
well, Charlie Tango has always been well placed. Herman is a bit behind, but a bit higher. Same for John.
Mm-hmm.
I think John will accelerate, but it might not be enough. I will go for Sierra,
Sarah?
then Charlie Tango,
Yeah, and number 3.
and then I will go for Kilo Sierra.
Okay, that's yours.
Yeah, that's my
Perfect.
top 3. For you,
Yeah,
what's your bet?
yeah. Now it's your turn, Daniel.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Hey, it's just 100% guess.
I'll go for Charlie Tango first.
Yeah.
Charlie Tango?
How many should I predict? Just top 3? Or?
Yeah, top
Yeah, top
3.
3.
Charlie Tango, Sierra, and then Sierra Lima.
Yep. And
Just GS3 and ACE33 leading there.
Yeah.
And that's just Stefan with the ACE29.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
So he's not gonna get a big advantage on the final,
Oh, that's
No.
true.
but we will see.
yeah.
But still, yeah.
Well, I had Sierra Tango as my first, and I actually think you two also, if I look at the heights here, I would. Okay, you have the same guess as I have. We can't have the same, that's not fun.
No.
Let's see
You
then.
need to pick the 12 because we didn't pick it.
Yeah.
Peter.
Hey, oh, so I have to pick what you.
And John.
As you hear, I get the leftovers.
Yeah, I think John is in a good position still.
Actually,
Yeah.
my
John
guess,
is quite nice.
yeah, my guess would
I
actually
wanted
be
to go
Sierra
for John
Tango.
first, but-
I take John as number 2.
Yeah, Charlie Tango, and then
Yankee Oscar, and I would take as number 3. I would take since you. I would want to say Herman, but this is just the guessing over the finishing line, not the winners. I'm gonna say since no one taking 12 and he has a good height as the other ones, I take 12.
Yeah.
So it's hard not to saying Charlie Tango, to be honest, because that was my first guess, and that has been my guess somewhere from here.
That's cool. Yeah, he's flying well. Klaus, and he was second yesterday, Klaus Gamba. So maybe he can get some more points, and if we are only flying one more day, maybe he can get a qualification for the finals. So
but Klaus was actually the first one over the finishing line yesterday.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Yeah,
So,
he just got some penalties.
Yeah, a bit too low.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Well, I will see you outside, and I will let Dylan and Ulrika continue with you. They're doing a good job, so just enjoy the finish, guys, and hopefully you will see some pictures tonight on the SGP and Boras social media.
Yeah, and then we have some pictures for tomorrow's stream. For the next day's stream, I would say, because of the weather, we don't know.
I'll see you there.
See you later, Antoine. Bye. And we do like this, and we don't have to have. This gonna be a close one. Oh my god! And they are low compared to where
they're stopping. Charlie Tango is turning, so maybe they're not comfortable with the height.
No, we're gonna have a cluster here. We have a cluster here of 4 of them, with Yankee Oscar just tightly behind. Actually, the only one that actually not taking the same path as the other ones are Hotel Lima with Hammond.
Yeah, but he's lower than them, or almost the same height, so he's probably gonna have to stop as well. So now it's all about who can find those last meters and who's brave enough to leave early.
Who find the best thermal, more or less, and the fastest one. Yeah. Since you have been flying in this area, how is it really? Is this normal? Any good thermal here, or is it just nah?
Yeah, it's a good area, so it's good, but there's not like one specific spot I can point out.
No. Yeah. And look here, we're having Foxtrot Sarah coming here. That was pretty in the end.
Yeah, and look at 7 X-ray.
He's lost a lot. Oh, he's really low.
Yeah.
Oh, nice to have to pass a lake then.
Yeah, luckily it's not too big, but he's gonna probably be frustrated with how it's gone now in the end, because he was in the lead for most of the race.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, if we would have done this guessing in the beginning of the day, I would have put him as top 3, to be honest. And actually, already at the turn point here at number 3, the third turn point, he had a really good lead, to be honest. And it doesn't look it going. Do you have any good outlanding fields?
Yeah, there's usually some fields. I'm not sure exactly where, but we're at this lake somewhere there is. So
somewhere in this area, that's good. But it looks like these ones, it's not a good one. But at least
Charlie Tango is almost 1,300 meters. So
Charlie Tango
should be enough probably. But he's the highest also, so he doesn't have to take any risk with the penalties. So
no, I think he takes 1 extra turn. Or even perhaps 2 or 3.
Yeah, but as long as he's the highest, he's not gonna have to leave first. So.
Oh, look here, 7 X-ray have found. Looks like he's found something here over the lake.
Yeah, interesting.
Well.
And how is it going for the guys in the back? Let's do quickly before the race.
Yeah, okay. So we're having Chitri and Tujanki here. And then Yankee Bravo and Bravo Romeo. And the local competition, Eric here in Victor Golf came here. He's a pretty good high, these ones.
Yeah.
And we have Max in Oscar Lima Charlie. I think that's the last one.
Yep, it is indeed. So.
So he actually had gone. Yeah, he's dropped.
Yeah, so let's look at the front again.
Let's go back to the interesting one.
Now he said he's had enough, so Charlie Tango has left. And,
he was the brave one. But as you can see, he's not the highest one. Here's Sierra's coming, I would say. It looks like it. Sierra's leaving. It's on the straight one here. Tightly followed by Sierra Lima with Stefan inside. And yeah, so for the moment we're having Klaus, Michael, and Stefan in the lead. And we must see how did it go for 7A
It's just
X-ray?
north a bit.
Oh, that is.
It's
Well,
fine.
he's finding something at least.
Yeah, but
But
he's
it's not
spending a lot
good.
of time. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm feeling poor for that pilot.
Yeah, indeed.
It must be so frustrating from being ahead to all of a sudden just one turn less.
Yeah.
So who's
So
gonna
now
be
we
the
have
fourth?
3 pilots that have left.
The
So
broke.
Charlie Tango, Sierra, and Sierra Lima have all left. Which is how
That
whose prediction is.
you nicked my prediction, so I got the leftover. So yep. So I would say that is the one we thought. I think we all thought
Yeah,
that
probably.
one. Yep. It was hard not saying those two, but come on. We
Yeah.
can't have the same.
No, exactly. But there's still some chances for them.
You never
guys
know,
behind.
because if you look at this, Lima, he is lower than actually both 12 and Jankowska and Kilo Sierra, and they are higher and not that far behind.
Nope.
So
They have a very good chance of passing him, actually.
yeah, because they are still having pretty good distance there, and again, here in the finishing line, they do need to have above 350 meters to not get in penalty points.
Yep. Yeah, so
And
it's gonna-
those they're gonna count.
Yeah, so it's gonna be marginal actually for Sierra Lima at least. But
Yeah, it is. And and for Sierra, only for Sierra also, he's just at 944 now. Well,
it would be interesting to know actually what kind of speeds they're flying at currently, because
this is not updated.
yeah, this is the average speed as well, because that usually can tell how confident they are to reach. If they're flying fast, obviously they're pretty confident, and if they're flying slow, maybe a bit less.
Yeah, if I look how fast they moving it looks, I would say they are flying over 100 for the moment.
Yeah.
100, 110, something. If you're just looking like this, and I mean, compared to how slowly this figure has been moving, sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they have found, but he's been passed now by a lot of them, apparently. Oh, 2 janky is not high.
No, he's low as well and searching for the final thermal probably, so
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have a really close one. So who dares to speed up the most? I would
Yeah.
say is the only.
yeah. So I don't know what altitude they had yesterday when they were at the last turning point, but
Bit higher.
yeah, a bit higher, but yeah, it's 11
were-
kilometers and they have to reach
Yeah.
at 350 meters, so yeah, it's 450 meters for 11 kilometers, which is fine in these gliders.
Yeah, they are high. They are really good. Shouldn't be a problem, but as you look, if you just look at the heights, I would say that Kilo Sierra and 12, and again, Talima having an advantage.
Yeah,
Because at this level, when Sierra Tango and the other ones were here, they were under 1,000 meters. So in that way, they haven't, even though they are behind, they have a bit of bigger margin.
yeah, and we can hear in the background pilots starting to report the reporting point.
Should we
from
open the
radio.
door perhaps? We hear,
Yeah,
if
we
people are
can.
not talking, we perhaps open the door and we can.
Okay, hold on.
Or not. There were two. We hope we could hear the radio, but we should have the little radio we had yesterday here. It was really fun to hear
Yeah.
them going like 10 kilometers, 5 kilometers. So, okay, so we're having, as you can see here, Sierra Tango on the final glide here. He just reported, actually, I could hear 10 Ks from the field. Oh, I didn't push that.
Yep, and now we have Sierra as well
As
at the
past
reporting
point.
point.
And now is the question. Has Stefan frozen or have?
No, it's just gliding a bit slower, I think, because he has less altitude.
Yeah,
than the guys behind. So it's close. They have 100 meters more, and
This is.
yeah, they might, or they probably will catch him. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that because with that difference, they can actually push a bit better.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Charlie Tango. He's really pushed ahead a lot.
Yep.
He's left Sierra
Yeah, really impressive.
far behind
Yep, very
compared to the rest
impressive.
of the day. And yes, it's a bit quickie one here. As you can see here, we're having the other mast by the lake, and they're trying to find altitude so they can safely come back home.
Yeah. And now I actually heard, Stefan Langer just reporting 10K on the radio. So
Yeah, and there's Yankee Oscar also reporting.
yeah.
And I would say in about 2 seconds we're going to have the other twos also here. And let's see. Well, he is speeding up.
Yeah, very
Yeah, we
impressive.
can just see his average speed has actually gone up from 92 to 97. So that should mean he's over, what would you say, 110?
Yeah.
Something like that? Or more?
Yeah, I mean, the final glider probably flying 140 maybe.
Yeah.
With gliders on 50 even. That was 10K call from
Yeah.
12.
So for the moment we're having 6 on the final glide, and Hotel Lima not far behind, but he has an advantage. He's higher than all of the other ones
Yeah.
at the turning point.
Yeah, but I think that distance is too far
Yeah, it's
to
far
catch
too
up.
far.
I think even Stefan is maybe fine now as well because it's 60 meters, but the distance it's very close.
It's a close one, but this is the way we want it.
Yeah.
Close, so we can enjoy it. It's going to be lovely for the people that are outside here, just watching, because when they land here, come over here over the goal, they fly straight over us. I feel so. It's a really lovely when you see them all coming this closely together. It's an impressive sight, and hopefully we'll get able to show you some pictures next time. And it looks like Kilo Sierra and 12 is closing in. And look at Charlie Tango. Well, one thing's for sure, it's going to be the first one.
Yeah, he will, and I think he will be fine with altitude because he has some altitude to pull up, I think, but I'm not sure about the rules exactly, how much they're allowed to pull before the finishing line.
And neither do I.
But he should be fine, he's still at 30 meters. So.
Yeah, he a lot higher than yesterday.
So yeah, that's Charlie Tango. This is going to be the
Charlie
first.
Tango is the first
line.
one with about 360, 70 meters ish. Tightly followed, but actually it's not so that.
Yeah, this is very interesting actually.
This 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be a tight one. Who's the bravest one in the end?
Yeah, and even Yankee Oscar is still in the mix because he has 50 meters more than Fabio.
Yeah, so he can actually win just because of the extra height if the other ones come too low. But I would say if it's not a major sink in the end, the other one should manage to actually get over the right height. Well, is it going to be Sierra or Sierra Lima is going to be the second one? Oh, come on, we'll go update faster, please.
Well, look at Sierra Lima's height actually now. It's
he's under.
even struts, yeah.
Yeah.
So there might be some penalties for some of the pilots.
Yeah, and Sierra is border also. I mean, 360 there. Oh, you see him pushing up there. So the Sierra Lima. Oh, Sierra Lima is not gonna. I'm gonna do like this now. I zoom in properly. How's the picture here? I'm sorry that for you. And oh no, come on, not freezing. This is so unfair. We had Sierra's 2, And he was over, at least according to
Sierra
this.
and then Sierra Lima in third.
Congratulations on your guessing then.
And then it's very tight.
It's gonna be Yankee Oscar. And he's also gonna pass over 60-50, I think. 350, yeah.
And then
Yankee Oscar, then we have Kilo Sierra. And 12, yeah, and if you look at 12, he's gonna pass under 350. So that's gonna cost him.
Yeah, sometime.
Yeah. And here we have a Hotel Lima with a really good height compared to the other guys. But as you can see, he's speeding up also pretty fast because he's jumping every second
Yeah.
a good distance.
And he probably didn't have anyone to catch up, so he played it safe, so he doesn't get any penalties.
Yeah, exactly. And since he didn't know the other guys' crossing height with the goal, he could actually win by doing that. He has a really good margin there.
All right, so
Well,
that's the first Gaggle.
That is the
across the
first
finish
one.
line.
Should we see where we have the other ones then?
Yes.
And
Here they are.
there they are. And they haven't passed the fourth turning point
No,
yet.
and actually, Foxtrot Echo Sierra is quite low, so he still has to look for a firm one, I think.
Yeah, and we're having one Bravo Romeo up here on just 500. That should be like 300 meters above the
Yeah.
ground. I really hope. Yeah, he's found something here, as we can see. Yeah, in this group, what it looks like is gonna be 7 X-ray and Yankee Bravo that has the high to actually speed up a bit.
Yeah.
So, as you've seen, the first one, 6 have 7, I mean, soon landed. We're gonna keep the tracking on until they all gone landed. But we are gonna say thank you for today, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. And again, today's sponsor was Weeglide. And we keep our fingers crossed for the weather tomorrow.
Yep.
So we can see you all tomorrow. Otherwise, we keep having a nice afternoon.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you
Bye.
for watching. Bye.